My partner wants to have a threesome. Hi, I'm Rachel, and I've been an intimacy coach for 10 years, which has inspired me to do this series where we've been talking about ways to incorporate pleasure into your everyday life for self, but also within a relationship if you're interested. Now, this month, we're actually talking about literal things that I hear from my coaching clients, especially the most prominent things I've heard over the last 10 years. Now, while asking for a threesome isn't one of the most popular things, it is something that does come up. Now, when we talk about having a threesome, I do want to reiterate that there's nothing wrong with having threesomes. There's nothing wrong with having orgies. There's nothing wrong with having group sex. As long as each individual who is participating is there fully consenting enthusiastically, okay? Because what definitely tends to happen in my line of work is that when I talk to people about their partner initiating the thoughts of having a threesome, more often than not, the person who is hearing this initiation does not want the threesome. Okay. So it's so important that we get on the same page. And that's exactly what I would recommend if we're having conversation talks about threesomes. It's the very first thing I ask my client. Is that something you're interested in? Is this something that you feel like would bring joy or pleasure to your life? Most often, unfortunately for women, they're not. Okay. What I have found is that in a triad, potentially, it is usually that one partner is not feeling fulfilled in some way, shape, or form, whether it's a healthy fantasy that they're looking for, or because they just have an excess when it comes to sex and intimacy. It's usually one-sided. All right. If people are moving forward in this venture together, it was kind of already something that they knew about from the beginning, that they were both very adventurous, that they both wanted to look into more ways to incorporate pleasure, so on and so forth. So if you're sitting at the precipice of a relationship where you feel like somebody's initiating this and you are like, zero, no way, that is okay. There is nothing wrong with you just because this is a decision that you were deciding to make. And there's honestly nothing wrong with your partner. You need to make sure that you understand that too, because they are desiring a threesome. It doesn't make them wrong. It doesn't make them evil. It's just something that they desire. And most importantly, at the end of the day, if you come to talks about this and you still are, no, thank you, I don't want to do the threesome, and partner's like, but I really want to have the threesome, don't take it personally. Again, it's not that you are not enough for them. It's not that you're not fulfilling. It's not that you're not sexually adventurous enough. It's something within them that they need to have that need fulfilled. For you, if you find that you are completely sufficient with one-to-one connection, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. What we do is we end up taking this personally because we often feel like, oh, I'm gonna have to make sure that my relationship actually is like going to break up if I can't fulfill my partner's needs, potentially. But if that just is a situation where you're both grown-ass adults and you're recognizing that you both have different needs and they're not going to get fulfilled in this relationship, that's what good adults should do. We should be able to take ourselves out of the equation when and if we cannot make these needs be met. When we're not doing them healthfully, we're not doing them transparently, and so on and so forth. Okay, so nothing wrong with wanting to have a threesome, but if it's not your thing, there's nothing wrong with that either. All right, so thanks so much for being here. I hope that this was something that you might have been able to connect with. Make sure to follow along. It's got lots more to come. Thanks for being here. Have a great day.